Welcome to another edition on Manchester Reunited, your Manchester United fan page, where we get to talk about transfers, news, in-depth analysis, and basically everything Manchester United. The show is brought to you by Intimate Essentials, J Walker Designs, and Tillen Facebeat. My name is Bediako-Poku Hitfield. You can simply call me Venom. Now, before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon to get notified with more stuff from Manchester United on this channel. Now, I want to express my deepest condolence to the family of George Floyd for the torrid times they are going through currently. And I just want to say that all lives matter and black lives also do matter. Today, I am once again privileged to talk about somebody who is an epitome of what Manchester United is all about. Now, those of you who get a chance to go to Old Trafford day in, day out, there is a statue in front of the stadium, and he is one of those three. Ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much time, I'm honored to present to you Sir Bobby Charlton. Personally, I wish I could have seen him play, but we live in different generations, innit? Sir Bobby Charlton was born on 10th October 1937. Now, he was a midfielder stroke forward during his playing days at Manchester United. Sir Bobby Charlton made 758 appearances for Manchester United. He scored 249 goals. During his time at Manchester United, he won 3 FA Youth Cups, 4 Charity Shields or Community Shields, 3 league titles, 1 FA Cup, and an European Cup, what we call the Champions League. Now, Sir Bobby Charlton joined Manchester United in 1953, and he made his debut on 10th October 1956 against, coincidentally, Charlton Athletic. Sir Bobby Charlton became one of the famed Busby Babes, a collection of talented footballers who emerged through the club's academy at Old Trafford, as Sir Matt Busby set about a long-term plan of rebuilding the club after the Second World War. Sir Bobby Charlton was doing his national service with the Royal Army Ordnance Corps in Shrewsbury, where Sir Matt Busby had advised him to apply for, so that meant that he could play for Manchester United at the weekend. Now we see Manchester United commemorating the Munich air disaster all the time, year in, year out at Old Trafford, and Sir Bobby Charlton was one of the 8 players to have survived that episode. 2 of the players were so badly injured that they never had a chance of playing football again. Although Sir Bobby Charlton was 20 years of age, there was an expectation he would help in the rebuilding of the club, as Sir Matt Busby tried to piece together what was left for the remainder of the season. Several seasons later, success for Manchester United finally came when we beat Leicester 3-1 in the FA Cup final in 1963, with Bobby Charlton earning a winner's medal in his 3rd final. The rebuilding program continued to progress with 2 league titles in 3 seasons, where Manchester United won the league in 1965 and 1967. Shortly before the 1966 World Cup, Sir Bobby Charlton was named Football Writers Association Player of the Year and the European Player of the Year, which is the Ballon d'Or. He went on to play a starring role in Alf Ramsey's World Cup team as England won the World Cup in 1966. Sir Bobby Charlton scored a brace against Portugal in the semi-final. Sir Bobby Charlton also won the Golden Ball at the World Cup, and he was in the FIFA World Cup's All-Star team of that same year. Sir Bobby Charlton came 2nd place in the Ballon d'Or in 1967 and 1968. Sir Bobby Charlton's finest hour for Manchester United came in 1968 when he captained Manchester United to European Cup glory at Wembley. He scored twice in the 4-1 win of Benfica in the final, but famously missed the post-match celebrations. Instead, He conducted a solitary remembrance of his friends and teammates who had passed on 10 years earlier. He received the Officer of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, an OBE, in 1969. Sir Bobby Charlton was well renowned for his attacking instincts, his passing abilities from midfield, and his ferocious long-range shots, as well as his fitness and stamina. He was highly disciplined and was cautioned only twice during his playing career, once against Argentina in the 1966 World Cup and once in a league match against Chelsea. Sir Bobby Charlton was both Manchester United and England's long-time record goal scorer and United's long-time appearance maker. His appearance record of 758 stood until 2008 when Ryan Giggs came on in the Champions League final against Chelsea to break that record. With 249 goals, he is currently United's second all-time goal scorer after his record was surpassed by Wayne Rooney in 2017. He is also the second all-time goal scorer for England after Wayne Rooney again broke his record of 49 goals in 2015. Now, I think Wayne Rooney made it a mission on surpassing Sir Bobby in every aspect of the game. And I'm happy he did so, because there have been loads of strikers who couldn't achieve that feat. So Wayne Rooney, congratulations on that regard. Sir Bobby Charlton continued to entertain fans all around the globe, forming the triumvirate partnership of George Best, Dennis Law and Bobby Charlton, known as the Trinity, before he left on 30th April 1973. Sir Bobby Charlton also won the PFA Merit Award in 1974 and also received the Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, which is a CBE, in 1974. He spent 2 years as manager and player manager at Preston North End before resigning in 1975. He briefly played for Waterford in Ireland in 1976 before accepting a boardroom position at Wigan, where he took over as caretaker manager. Sir Bobby Charlton was awarded the Football Writers Association Tribute Award in 1989. He was in the FIFA World Cup All-Star team in 1994. He was in the Football League 100 Legends in 1998. Sir Bobby Charlton was inducted into the English Football Hall of Fame in 2002. He was accepted into the FIFA 100 in 2004. Sir Bobby Charlton also came 14th in the UEFA Golden Jubilee poll. He was also part of the PFA England Team of the Century from 1907 to 2007. Sir Bobby Charlton was also in the overall Team of the Century. He was a recipient of the BBC Sports Personality of the Year Lifetime Achievement Award in 2008. Sir Bobby Charlton received UEFA's President's Award also that same year in 2008. Sir Bobby Charlton received the Laureus Lifetime Achievement Award in 2012. He also came 16th in the FIFA Internet vote. He was also voted 10th of the IFFHS. He also came 12th in World Soccer, the Great Players of the 20th Century. He also was inducted in the IFFHS Legends team. He received an Order of the Rising Sun 4th class in the year 2012. In June 1984, Sir Bobby Charlton became director of Manchester United. 10 years later, he was knighted, having previously been awarded the CBE and OBE. Now look at the achievement of Sir Bobby Charlton. I think every time you see him, you need, as a Manchester United fan, to pay homage to such a great legend. Because as I said, he's an epitome of what Manchester United is about. Sir Bobby Charlton is Manchester United. From the Munich air disaster till now, he has stood strong and he keeps moving Manchester United in the right direction, even in the boardroom. as a respected ambassador of Manchester United, English football and football as a whole. Sir Bobby Charlton, as I said, is an epitome of Manchester United, and he links the club's past, the present and the future. Upon Sir Bobby Charlton's departure, he said, "Football has changed a lot, but one thing remains the same. Manchester United is always the team to beat." Wow, that is absolutely astonishing and overly impressive. Thank you for what you've done for Manchester United, and I hope you have more years to see Manchester United back on the pinnacle of the Premier League and the Champions League. What else can I say again? Sadly, we've come to the end of today's episode on Legend Fire on Manchester Reunited. Keep your comments coming in via the link in the description below, and join the Manchester Reunited WhatsApp group via the link in the description below as well. Next time on the show, I will be having a military man on Manchester, and he's going to share his views and opinions about our darling club Manchester United. As always, the show is brought to you by Intimate Essentials, J. Walker Clothing and Tillen Facebeat. See you another time on more exciting stuffs and news about our darling club Manchester United. Glory, glory, Man United.